This is Varlamoe, my Varlamore locked hardcore Ironman. My goal? To obtain all the unique items in Varlamore. No trading, no help, and 1 life. Ladies, gents, welcome back to Varlamore, and what better way to start today off than with getting the penultimate skill requirement for the Perilous Moons quest. 20 vision. Huge. Of course, here are the stats from the end of the last episode, and for a quick recap. We unlocked overhead protection prayers through a lot of hill giant big bones and the new prayer training method over at the Teomat. I also endured almost 5 whole days of force spawning forestry events just to get the necessary construction and hunter levels for our first big goal on the account, starting the Perilous Moons quest and unlocking the full potential of Varlamore. Today, I'm gonna do just that. But first, bird bath roulette, baby. What's it gonna be? All bets in the comments. It's damage. We've taken damage 2 episodes in a row. I wonder if that's a sign of good RNG to come. Is that just hopium though? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's get down to business. The final requirement for the Perilous Moons quest is 48 Slayer. I spoke about this in the first episode where I calculated this would take in excess of 200 XP lamps from random events, which, you know, could take well over a year to get together. And I've done some thinking in that time. A lot of thinking about whether there were ways to work around this, how long it might actually take, but given this account is a hardcore and if I die, it's all over, I don't want to invest nearly 2 years just to unlock half of what I would consider to be the most essential parts of Varlamore gear progression. So we are going to be leaving Varlamore just this once. I am going to be doing Slayer the regular way through whichever Slayer Master I want, but here is the catch. I won't be picking up any drops or gain any experience in skills outside of combat and Slayer. Plus, I'll only be allowed, of course, to use the gear available to me from Varlamore. So here we go again. Full Addy, Rune Mace Warrior, about to depart on a Slayer adventure. But where do we start? Well, ladies and gents, I am broke. About as broke as they come. So here's what I've resorted to. Here's the plan. Last episode, I went from 20 to 30 thieving at this silk store. So I'm going to walk back and forth from the bank to this silk merchant, sell my silk for the measly price of 15 coins each, and then buy an inventory of stews from the pub. I'm really under no illusion that 100 stews is going to be enough to last us until 48 Slayer, but times are tough. Wartime food rations are just gonna have to do. I don't really have a strategy in mind for which Slayer Master to use though. I'm level 80 combat right now, so my options are a little bit tight. The only ones really worth using are Vannaka, Konar, or Turiel for skipping. If I get really awful tasks, that is. And I think that's where we'll start. We'll start at Turiel, we'll ease into it. All right, Turiel, what have you got for me? Dwarves, eh? All right. I'm pretty sure that's a hate crime, but yeah, XP is XP. First unsuspecting dwarf caved in for 16 Slayer XP. Humble. Humble experience gains. It already feels so wrong to be outside of Varlamore, but there's 10 Slayer, and this is a necessity. I'm just going to be banging this out in one go. No side quests, no distractions, back to Varlamore. All right, no one wanted to see me just bash dwarves in, so first Slayer task down. We got a few early Slayer levels from that, sitting at 12 Slayer now. Dogs, oh man. These early tutorial tasks are gonna be terrible. I don't think there's any point me carrying on after this one. The reason I didn't start with Konar is it is a absolute trek away, and I have 1 agility, so I'd be walking most of the way. Don't really have the cash to fund constant trips on the charter ships. But you know what? It's going to be worth it. I will walk 15 minutes across the map so that I can get a better Slayer task. A bit of a love-hate relationship with Konar, so let's see if today's the day she decides to spit on the grave of my ancestors. Very good task. Here we are. Yes, I'm poisoned. We got spat on by some lizardmen on the way, but you know, what I choose to do in my spare time is my business. Anyway, we're poisoned, and this is a multi-zone, so I've just got to be a little bit careful not to take on too many trolls. Here's why this task is so good though, right? I can go into the raid, immediately leave, and just get a free full restore. HP, prayer, run energy, everything. The whole shebang. 20 Slayer. 30 Slayer. Just narrowly missed this because I've been AFKing these guys and then just restoring my stats when everything gets a little bit low, but pretty good XP, honestly. All right, there's the last troll. Super chill task, barely used any stews, and we're 31 Slayer now. Not bad. All right, what have we got? Black demons.
Nope.
Okay, I mixed it up. Was hoping that Vanica would hook us up with something good. Rock slugs. All right, how much is this soul? I've not got much cash left. Let's just buy 50. Holy shit, that's some expensive salt. I'm down to 1 coin. And I've only got the exact amount of salt needed for this task. Oh man, after this Slayer requirement is done, I'm absolutely climbing out of this financial hellhole I've been in. Because I've only just got enough salt for the exact amount of kills I need to do, I can't mess this up. And you know, we've all been there, we've all done it. Sometimes a little bit too eager and you just try to use the item on something, maybe just a few seconds too soon or 1 hit too soon, and then it's just wasted. I literally can't afford to go ham and just salt bathe the shit everywhere. I have to take time. I have to be patient with this. Woo! 91 rock slugs for a very cool 2.4k Slayer XP. Man, I always forget how terrible early Slayer is, especially with this gear. I did get given a Black Demon and Hellhound task, but they would literally just take forever, so I've skipped them for less favorable tasks, I think we can agree on. I did have to go snag some super anti-poisons over at the Spawn by Castle Walls for this one because these little f***ers, you know, it looks innocent, they're just tongue punching you. They can poison you, and it's not that joke poison either. And I don't have the funds or the food to sustain that kind of damage, so we'll just drop these anti-poisons when we're done. Huge gamer moment, getting 35 Slayer. Not many of these left to go, but we're flying through the levels, and I think if we can just get a couple good back-to-back XP tasks, we might be done real soon. All right, Vanica, my boy, give me something good.
Give me something good.
All right, let's try that again. Vanica, what have we got? Mush Giants. Oh, we've got Mush Giants at home. Oh, let's go. That's so good. We are back in Varlamore, baby. And these Varlamore Mush Giants are definitely the best designed ones in the whole game. They got these little mushrooms growing out of them. Chef's kiss. My day just keeps getting better. There is a magic staff drop. Might not seem like much, but this right here is our best in slot magic staff until I can eventually get an Earth Battle Staff from a combination of catching Implings and doing the Colosseum, but they are both a little while away, so for now, Magic Staff. Ladies and gents, cash stack update off that Mush Giant task. I was down bad at 1 gold before this, and now I have 1,218 gold. That's really not going to go very far, but you know, a win is a win.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Fire Giants. All right, not a big fan of it being at Brimhaven Dungeon. Sure, 875 coins for entry. Honestly, that's daylight robbery, but I'll just have to, you know, make the most of it, flick my prayers, and do the whole task here. Spare me the judgment. All right, I just, you know, it wasn't for me. Turiel, what have you got for me? 40 Slayer achieved, just 8 more levels to go. Crazy that I probably could have just sat through, you know, a 3 to 4 hour long Hellhound and Black Demon task and I would have been here by now. Instead of doing, you know, maybe 6 Turiel tasks and 5 Vanica tasks, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, we love a Drill Sergeant random. This is a free XP lamp because I've already got the full camo outfit, so love that for me. I also got a lamp from another random earlier and I wasn't sure what to use them on, but now they're taking up precious inventory space, so Herblore it is. Small gains. Might not be much now, but listen, our plans are measured in centuries. Pyre Fiends, okay. I was actually hoping to get one of these sooner. This is a great task. These guys right here, the Pyre Lords. These are super chill, give nearly double the Slayer experience of a normal Pyre Fiend, so this task will be some really good XP. I'm actually so happy we got this. 43 Slayer. That's nearly 3 full Slayer levels on this task. Huge progress so far. I'm down to the last couple Pyre Fiends on the task, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't take quite a long time. I don't want to bash this rune mace because it served me so well, but it's just not cutting the mustard, man. It's not doing it for me anymore. This is it. This is the last kill outside of Varlamore forever. 48 Slayer. We can now kill lesser Naguas, which are one of the mobs within the Perilous Moons dungeon. That's going to be really important very soon. All right, let's just drop all of the items we've picked up for Slayer tasks. Whoa, the synchronized walkout. Guys, that wasn't even planned. That was just... We are back in Varlamore for good. I now have all of the requirements for the Perilous Moons quest, and it's felt like a long time coming, so let's get stuck into it. First things first, we have to kill this Nagua, I don't know. But these are the new Slayer creatures that are within the Perilous Moons dungeon, and the weapon it's attacking with are the Sulfur Blades. Honestly, it's a tease just looking at them, because that is our next big weapon upgrade sometime in the future, and it's such a big upgrade from the Rune Mace. Alright, we've gained the trust of the dwarves. They're gonna let us into the mines of Moria now, so very exciting times. Hey, here we are, Cam Torum. Man, let's get looking around. You know when an NPC just yaps that one line too many?
What are you doing here? Get out before I blow your...
Yeah, a big part of me wishes you could do that in this game. I want to be able to throw that dwarf into the... I'll just have to get used to it. But anyway, right. Okay, how do I come back from that? I gotta switch gears, I gotta switch it up. The city of Cam Torum. This place has it all. A herb lore shop, pickaxes, a rune shop, an anvil and a furnace right next to a bank, unlimited food at the pub, and to top it all off, women with the Cam Torum mine, which, if you're unfamiliar, has an AFK-able mining method to give you both mining and prayer XP. And all of that is only half of the package that I have unlocked here. Continuing on with the Perilous Moons quest gives me access to Naypotsley. This has opened even more. Oh, there it is. The building supplies needed to build the camps in the Perilous Moons quest. This is my only saw on the account. This is the only way you can get a saw in Varlamore, so I can actually teleport to a house now if I get some magic levels and do construction. Almost legitimately, because there is a plank spawn in Varlamore. Building these camp spots is a game changer. Not only can we get skill and supplies from here that we couldn't previously access, like the butterfly net, but we now also have unlimited run energy.
You like a cup of tea? Have a cup of tea. Go and have a cup of tea.
All 3 campsites built now, and we should be able to have pretty much full access to Naypotsley's contents, except for the bosses. But that's okay for now, because in my current setup, it would take dozens upon dozens of attempts to beat each boss, and a huge risk to the hardcore status, especially on the Blood Moon. You might be thinking what the point was of unlocking this place if I wasn't going to immediately do the bosses, but hear me out. My best hunter training method is catching the moss lizards in there. And speaking of lizards, there are grimy lizards, an extremely good source of herbs, seeds, and even a rare chance to get some mystic gloves. There's also cockatrices here, and while you typically can't deal with these guys without a mirror shield, there are ways around that. These guys also drop a good amount of herbs, runes, and another piece of the mystic set. Most importantly though, sulfur naguas. Incredible for banking, smithing, and crafting supplies, which is gonna be integral to our progression, but also a 1 in 450 chance to drop the sulfur blades. The undisputed best thing about unlocking Naypotsley though, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. All the food is, you know, locally and ethically sourced. Okay. And the Moonlight Potions here act as an all-in-one prayer, restored, super combat. It's just brilliant. So why am I fly fishing right now? Well, the food in the Perilous Moons dungeon works a little differently to most, and the heal is based off a fraction of your skilling level, either fishing and cooking or hunter and cooking. Plus, I can't make the Moonlight Potions until 38 herb lore, so here is a little to-do list of sorts. And first on that list is just to increase the heal of the food in the Perilous Moons dungeon. That's why we're fishing, okay? Long wraparound reason, but that's why.
Good morning, this next fish should be 40 fishing. And that's 40 cooking. Beautiful. And just that little fishing expedition there has made a huge difference because the fish in the Perilous Moons dungeon has gone from healing a 6 to healing a 13 now. The next things on my scrappy to-do list are big ones. 38 Herblore is going to take me some time, so I better start getting to those farming runs a little bit more frequently. Cleared out all the dead crops, put in some fresh onions, you can't go wrong. Hopefully these ones don't die. Yeah. Yeah, they're all dead. The other thing that I've been swearing to do since, honestly, day one is sort out my financial situation. Now, we have all those shops in Torum. I need some cash to actually use them. And the best way to make cash in Varlamore? Crime. $38 thieving, which now means I can pickpocket master farmers. I didn't make a single penny in those 8 thieving levels, but as soon as we get to 50 thieving, that's all going to change. This is the master farmer I'm going to be thieving from. He's right next to a temple, which means you can just get free heals, just makes things super chill. A marigold and rosemary seed wouldn't go amiss either. They both protect crops from disease, so it's like a 2-in-1 plan for farming and thieving goals. I just want to say, whichever mod decided to put these temples in that gave free heals, I appreciate you. 40 thieving, just 10 more levels to go. Oh, that is a nice sight. No dead crops. 7 farming. I know, you don't have to say it. Huge. Quizmaster random, this could be good. Mystery box every time. This has a chance to have a dragon med helmet. But it's a cabbage. But it's a cabbage, of course. There is 44 thieving. I need to AFK while I start working on another video, so I'm going to head over to crabs. Hey, we'd take a dunce all day. Let's go. I think we know what skill that's going in. 8 herblore without cleaning a single herb, making a single potion. We take those. So I went from 69 defense and hit points to 70. Pretty productive crab session, but I need to get these last 6 thieving levels. So here is the big level, 50 thieving. Oh my god, we're finally done. We can now pickpocket from wealthy citizens, and of course we can commit burglary. Pretty nice. Good to know we're going up in the world of crime. So it took 1,600, probably closer to 1,700 with the guards I thieved in between, but 1,600 successful pickpockets from master farmers. Look at all of those seeds. And I'm honestly just glad that, at least for a long time, I will never have to pickpocket from this guy again. He was a pain in the arse and my new most hated NPC in the game. So now we're 50 thieving. Let me just run down how this operation is gonna work. We got our guys on the streets, cooking up all sorts of devious ways to distract these wealthy citizens. And let me tell you, nobody does it like Leo. This man is a con artist and the finest in his craft. Oh, yeah? The spin? Anyway, while these wealthy citizens are distracted, we could just rummage through their pockets. You know, really get both hands stuck in there. And you can do this AFK, just one click, 20 seconds or so, just uninterrupted. Boom. Money. It's about 1.2k GP every time one of these guys gets distracted. So, I mean, you tell me, who said crime doesn't pay? I've been doing this for about an hour, and here is our final coin pouch opening. Look at that. Ladies and gents, that is the most money I have had on this account. And it doesn't stop there, because this is only one half of the operation. You see, in addition to the coin pouches you get while pickpocketing these wealthy citizens, you also steal their house keys. And I have just one question for the citizens of Varlamore.
Why do you all share the same door? Burglary is a game changer. I can get jewelry here right up to a diamond amulet. I can get these blessed bone statuettes as well, which you can chip down for crafting XP into bone shards, which you can then sacrifice for prayer XP. So this activity is rewarding. 60 thieving already. The XP here is so good. It's about 70k an hour, which is, you know, a slight increase from the 6 or 7k an hour I was getting from master farmers. So the levels are flying by. There is a prison Pete random complete. Pete, give me a lamp. There it is. What a beast. 9 herblore just from lamps. I mean, we take those. You know, at this point, I'm starting to wonder whether we should have just lamp slayer. We're getting so lucky with these. I've been through about 40 house keys. We've got 3,000 valuables. These are the main things you steal from people's houses. And of course, all of the jewelry and bone statuettes, we are eating good tonight. And we just need to trade the valuables into this shady character right here. All 2,914. Oh, for 160k. A 264k cash stack. Listen, I'm not rich by any means, but we aren't poor anymore. I think we can tick that one off the list right now. I think I'm going to save all of the Blessed Bone statuettes because I'm going to do more of this burglary stuff. I mean, it's too lucrative, you know. If they wanted me to stop, they'd put a different lock on their door. So I'll probably save those up. But the biggest thing that I got from the 40 odd houses that I thieved from, a ruby amulet that I could eventually turn obviously into a strength amulet once I've got some magic levels, and a diamond ring. This is going to be huge when I can enchant it into a ring of life. Of course, I will still need to work out how I will respawn in Varlamore because that's locked behind getting certain waves done in the Colosseum. But you know what? It's a nice to have. It's something to think about in the future. Honestly, I'm just happy that we're kind of flush with money right now. And I think the first thing I'm probably going to do is go and spend it. What am I going to spend it on though? Well, you'll just have to wait for the next episode. So until then, see you guys soon.